Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Faustine and this is Faustine's Fragments, and in today's video I would like to share with you a journal I've never shown before on my channel, at least not the inside of it, and that is my media log, media journal. I say both because it's kind of a mix of them both, and I keep it in my hobonichi weeks. It's the Denali and the Midnight Sun, and it's really my own version of a media journal. I tried to keep it simple and flexible. Like, I've really designed it to be easy to be kept up with, because since I was a teenager, really, I've always been inspired by reading journals and those beautifully decorated spreads like TBRs and just everything you can see online. But I just always stopped using them. I realized that style did not work for me. So I built something slower, like a system that works for me even when I don't have the time or the energy or just the motivation to make things look nice. So if you've ever felt overwhelmed by aesthetic journaling, or if you've ever abandoned the system because it felt like too much for you, this might speak to you. Because I wanted a space to keep track of the books that I read, but also the shows, the movies that I watch. Sometimes I also read some webtoons. I would like to read more of them. So just basically all kinds of media, except for music. It's not really, definitely not that music is not important to me. It's kind of the opposite. It's just that it would be too stressful for me. Like, it would become really overwhelming to try to keep up with, like, to keep track of all the songs, or I don't know, the albums or the artists that I listen to on a daily basis. I'm trying to think of a system where I could incorporate my music consumption in this planner or in another journal, whatever. That's the topic of a whole nother video. But yeah, that was the first condition of my media journal: include multiple kinds of media, obviously, not only books. I also really wanted to keep things as simple as I can, so I did not want a journal that looked beautiful but made me feel bad every time I did not decorate it, or I don't know, I didn't want to feel bad or feel stressed if I missed out a few days or if I had blank pages. I didn't want to be stuck with pre-made categories like TBRs or review spreads, because from my experience, those are like the spreads that in the end I never ended up feeling. So I really kept it minimal. Let me try to show you with a page that I think is a good representation of how I use it. It's, as you can see, only black ink. I've been using my Lamy All Star. It's a fountain pen, so I've had some issues with the paper, but the most important thing for me was to use just one pen, to not be stressed out about, before writing down everything, just wanting to know and thinking about, oh, what kind of pen will I use? What kind of color will I use for that week or that month or whatever? Also, there's no color coding, there's no symbol coding, I don't know how to call it, but there's no symbol to indicate if what I've been, watching or reading is a book or a series. I just do not care. There's no washi tape, no decorations. It's just really just black pen. There's no pressure at all. The layout is also very simple. So on the left page, I write what I've watched or read. So for example, Mercy for None, which is a Korean drama, episode 4. Hunger Games 4, I read it on my Kindle, so 69% to 77%. Just really a quick log. And on the right, I note down quotes or little reflections if I have any. Sometimes I have a lot, sometimes it's just mostly quotes like here. And in the back pages, let me show you. The back pages are for longer forms of journaling. I don't know, like really longer quotes or reflections, or even a review of some, like here I've only done for 2 of the, here is one book and here is one series. So it's definitely not all of the media that I watch. What I really, really like about this journal is that I let it evolve. Like, I do not want to feel pressured into doing that one thing that I've been doing for a few weeks or something. Like, it has changed because I wanted it to change. Like, for example, that was the first week I did it, because that journal has really helped me be more consistent with the reading every day. Like technically I have started noting down on the 1st of June because for the month of June I wanted to read every day, but I wanted to really begin on the 2nd because I wanted to have a full spread. I don't know if it's weird, but yeah. And yes, as you can see from here to here, like it's a very big difference just because I've started using the margins. I started to draw a line between the different media. And then there's also been a few changes more recently, which is here are incorporated like just a little drawings from Heartstopper. Here I drew myself something from the book I was reading, Beyond the Black Door. Just very basic things, and it's very easy to keep up with. As I said, it's very, very easy to keep up with. It's just, for example, that I filled up yesterday, and I did not know how much I would read because I read most of the time right before bed. So most of the time I just write it, like I kind of backfill. I just do it for last day, like for the day before. So I think I only read 10 pages yesterday, so that would be 57. And I also watched a series yesterday. So yeah, for example, Le Comte de Monte Cristo, I've watched, like it's a movie. Please watch that movie. It's chef's kiss, honestly. It's kind of recent, maybe last year, I think. But yeah, I've watched it with my parents yesterday, and because we're the 5th. And immediately as I got back, because while I was watching the movie, I had my phone with me. Just at the beginning, my parents were not like a fan of it because they thought I was writing, like texting someone. But I was writing down quotes as the film went. Like as we were watching the movie, I was like, okay, like not like that, but just like, okay. Writing down like the quotes that were the most beautiful to me, or just the ones that I think maybe later I will have something to say about. So yesterday I got back and I just wrote 2 of the quotes that I had written. I have written like, I don't know, 15 or something like that yesterday, and I don't know, maybe it's just like it stays there, and in perhaps like, I don't know, perhaps tomorrow or in a few weeks or in a few months, I will come to the back pages and do what I did with this. So it's something that I do with my in my last video, in one of my last videos, I said it was a Canon IV. It's not. I don't know why I said that. It's a HP Sprocket. I think it's really cute. It's like pink and all. So HP Sprocket, and I use it to print those little. I don't know. It's not always the cover. It's just, yeah, I would say the cover of the books and movies that I want. For example, let me show you. Yeah, I have this one. A lot of things I read here just because those are like this is the book that I'm currently reading. I don't know. I think like the translation in English would be Red Sun, which is not, that complicated, but it's things like that. And those are like the books that I've been reading recently, and they're all like, at least the ones I've, physical books that I have really, and they're all red. I don't know why. I guess I must be in my red phase. I don't know why. Well, I don't know. But so this is a book that I finished. Let me check when I finished it because I'm not sure. Yeah, here, exactly. Because to show that I've finished a book, only the books, not everything else, I just, draw a circle around the date. So, for example, that week I know I have not finished anything. That week either, neither, and here on the 4th. So, yeah, it's just another one here. So, I finished that book on the 1st of July. And I know I want to review it in the back pages. So what I did was, let me put that here nicely. So what I did was I just I took my HP Sprocket, my photo printer, and I printed full things. The full things are kind of obvious. It was Norwegian Wood, the series Not Me, sorry, the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, and this. And since I still have not done anything for the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, so Hunger Games 4, it's just in the back. I keep it there. I don't really care if it's not used for now. And honestly, I've had, I took a lot of notes. At least I wrote down a lot of notes when I was reading the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. But I'm not even sure that if I want to write them all here, at least not for now. So perhaps I'll just do a little review here and then move on immediately to Les Undines, like the book that I just showed you. I don't know, because for the last few, for example, for Not Me, I had a lot of pages. I don't know, and I honestly don't care. I really just want to enjoy what I'm doing, and the thing that I want to do is log things and note down thoughts, or even little drawings now. Not all the times at all, but just it's something I want to do. It makes me happy, and I hope this setup can show you that something can be minimalist and still bring you a lot of joy. It was kind of weird for me because it's a book that I had not thought, I have not used it for a long time. There are a few months that are completely unused here. And still, when I look at this Hobonichi Weeks, I'm so happy. I know it contains so many things that I love. And just, I do that because if I don't log things, or if I don't write down notes or quotes, I do not remember. I do not remember the things like the movies or the books that I've read, and this helps me remember, and I absolutely love how it looks, and I hope this can inspire you to build your own little media journal or reading journal or maybe music journal, just something that works for you and is not really, I don't know, so that you're not overwhelmed by what you see online. Maybe get inspired by what you see online is what I would like to do with my video. So yeah, I hope you had a great time watching this video. If you have, please leave a thumbs up, or maybe subscribe even. And I will see you in the next video. Bye!